There are a ton of weapons hidden around the world in Fallout 4. Some of them are easy to miss as you can walk right past them, and others take a little more effort to acquire. So in this video, I will be showing you 10 secret weapons that you don't want to miss in Fallout 4. But before we get started, Christmas is right around the corner, so if you're looking for a gift for a Fallout fan, check out the link in the pinned comment below. To get the first weapon on the list, you will need to start the Mechanical Menace side quest. This side quest will pop up once you reach level 15, and it will start a questline for the Automatron DLC, which will be just a few quests long. But when you reach the point in this questline that will take you to the Fort Hagen satellite array, look for this chest at the end of the area. And in this chest you will find the legendary Salvaged assaultron head. This is a very powerful weapon. You will need to charge it up similarly to a laser musket, but with 5 charges you will be able to pretty much one-shot most enemies in the game. But the perk on this weapon will make it so the weapon inflicts 50 rads to you every time you shoot it, regardless of how charged it is. So yes, it will do a lot of damage, but it will also damage you. To get the next weapon on the list, you will need to reach level 20. Then you can go to the Oberlin Station settlement. From here, walk east until you reach this crashed UFO. Around the UFO, you will find a trail of green blood that you can follow to this cave. And in this cave, you will find an alien enemy that you can kill to get the secret alien blaster weapon. This isn't a legendary weapon, but it is still a very strong weapon and it does a lot of damage. You can also bring it to a weapon bench to modify it and make it use a more common ammo type, as the alien blaster ammo that it will come with cannot be found in the game after you use it all. To get the next weapon, head over to Pickman Gallery. When you get here, you will need to take out all of the raiders in this gallery as you make your way to the secret tunnels underneath the gallery, and here you will find Pickman being held up by a few more raiders. If you defend Pickman, he will give you a key to his safe that you can find in the first room of the gallery. And in that safe you will find the legendary Pickman's Blade. This is an amazing legendary melee weapon as it has a fast attack speed, and the perk on it will apply a bleed effect to your target which will do an extra 25 damage to your target. And on top of that, it will come with a stealth blade which will increase the damage the weapon does when you're doing sneak attacks. To get the next weapon on the list, head over to this spot on the map. When you get here, you will need to talk to the little boy on the docks to start the Here There Be Monsters side quest. This quest will send you to the nearby Chinese submarine, and when you get here you will find a Chinese soldier that will ask you for help repairing the submarine. If you don't say anything that will upset him, you will reach a point where you can ask for payment for helping, and if you pass 3 speech checks asking for a better reward each time, you will get the Zhao Sword unique weapon at the end of this quest. Again, this isn't a legendary weapon, but it is a cool weapon to add to your collection, and it can be modified to be a pretty good melee weapon. To get the next weapon on the list, head over to Swan's Pond. When you get here, approach the water, then shoot the white swan in the water to summon the swan boss. Now this might be a tough fight during the early levels of the game, but it is worth it as you can loot the Furious Power Fist off of Swan's body. This is a very overpowered legendary melee weapon due to the perk on it which will make the weapon do more and more damage every time you hit the same target. So as long as you're hitting the same enemy, the damage boost will stack very quickly, allowing you to easily defeat even the most difficult enemies in the game. The next weapon on the list can be found at the nearby Hubris Comics. When you enter this building, take out all of the ghouls, then look for the display case near the door. And inside of this locked display case, you will find the legendary Grognak's Axe melee weapon. This is one of the best early game melee weapons due to its good starting base damage, and the perk on it will make this weapon stagger your enemies more when you hit them, and it will also apply a bleed effect to your target, which will do damage to them over time. To get the next weapon on the list, head over to the Dunwich Borer's location. When you get here, take out all of the raiders, then make your way to the underground tunnels. And at the end of the tunnel, you will find this hole in the ground full of water. Jump in and swim down, and here you will find Kremvh's tooth. This is another very overpowered melee weapon as it will do a lot of damage, and the perk on it will apply both a bleed and poison effect to your target, which keeps constant pressure on them, making it harder for them to heal themselves. The next weapon on the list can be found at the unmarked pump house location, which will be right here on your map to the right of Saugus Ironworks. When you get here, enter the pump house, and here you will find this small puzzle. By pressing the buttons on this terminal, you will enter a number above the button. When the right code is entered, the door on the right will open. Now the correct code is 10451. And in the new room behind the door, you will find the legendary Gainer revolver. This revolver will have a great starting base damage of 48, and the perk on it will set targets on fire, dealing an additional 15 damage. To get the next secret weapon on the list, head over to the Libertalia location. When you get here, make your way to the top of this big boat building, and here you will find the captain's cabin. And sitting on this table, you will find the legendary fusil terrible shotgun. This is a very powerful legendary shotgun that will come with a high base damage, and the perk on it will increase the weapon's limb damage by 25%. But it will also greatly increase the weapon's recoil. But as long as you are close enough to your target, that really won't matter. And the final secret weapon on this list comes from Vault 111. When you get here, make your way to the Overseer's office. And here you will find a display case with the Cryolator heavy weapon inside of it. This is another non-legendary weapon, but the Cryolator performs like a legendary weapon due to the unique effect it has, which freezes and slows your target while damaging them. It can also be modified to shoot longer range projectiles, making it an amazing all-around weapon. And those are 10 secret weapons that you don't want to miss in Fallout 4, but I would love to know which of them is your favorites in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.